This is Hollywood superstar Hugh Jackman. Welcome to Series 4 of the Dad Tales podcast. These two are the real greatest showmen. Sit back and enjoy.
I'm going to definitely cut this bit out.
So the question is...
We don't ever find the answer out. But that's like being in between like your mum and your dad.
Hang on for a second. We've had that one. What are you talking about? So what was the age?
Look at that big sigh. Oh, it's Thursday again.
Good evening, Andy.
Good evening, Leon. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
All right.
I feel like we've just been chatting. I was, let's do this. And now I've pressed record. I'm like,
Nah, gosh, you again. You turned up again.
You prick. I've just got a couple of things to go through before we go into how your week's been, because we've got a slightly different mode, haven't we, today?
We have, yeah.
People will notice, and they'll notice probably again after today, how algorithms work is that people search for things on search engines. So we put our videos on YouTube, obviously other platforms as well, but the video goes on the tube. So I think it goes on Spotify as well, doesn't it? So I've realised that if you name them in a specific way, they get more views. So hence last week's was just called OnlyFans. It's about subscriptions. I don't think for once in that 35 minutes or whatever we discussed OnlyFans at all.
I think you mentioned once, did it?
No.
Slanderous behaviour there, Mr. Lee.
So I'm going to continue to do that. So don't think that the title does anything. Actually, I listen to some podcasts and they purposely do it to get... So it's a thumbnail in it that people click in and go, oh, I'm going to have a look at that. So that's my thought process on that. So I have no idea what today's called, but it was something that's in the media this week. So it might be called Trump Gets Shot.
What a weird thing that is. that is the most surreal thing I've heard this week. Like, oh man, how did it even happen? Do you know? So I messaged you, did I say like a bit of a conspiracy theory? Have you seen the two videos that have come out from
ones with prison? Yeah, they were good ones.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen. I know you're on about now. Yeah, I ain't seen the videos for that, but
ones with prison. So people will definitely be searching for that.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that video, but I saw the other day was on about it and I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't know about this until saw the video. Yeah, I had no knowledge of this thing. But that's a weird situation.
That's probably more weird than somebody wanting to shoot Trump.
Yeah, going back to Trump getting nearly assassinated.
Can you imagine?
No, so there's a person with their phone camera. So the rally's going on in the corner, and they're just outside the rally, and they're literally going with the phone camera. Hey, there's someone on the roof. There's someone on the roof, and like they zoom in, and you see this kid like crawling on the roof, and they go, "There's somebody on the roof," and they're like telling the people around them. So you're telling me like there's not security all around? They're going, "There's someone on the roof there. There's someone on the roof."
There is, but why they couldn't see the rifle at that time? Why was this saying there's somebody on the roof?
As in, like, surely them must have known something not quite right that someone's on the roof.
Yeah, because Trump was a fair bit away, so you kind of think, oh, maybe they're on the roof because they want to see.
It was commando crawling, laying down. It was very suspicious the way he's behaving. To me, I'm like thinking, right. So then there's another video that I've seen as well, where the sniper's facing, so the Trump's like here, and they're facing to where this kid is, and you see him with like the sniper looking down the thing, and you see him go like this and go like that, and then all of a sudden you go bang bang, and then he goes. And so I've seen the footage of the sniper shooting. I'm thinking he was watching him. What was he waiting for him to do? I don't get it because he like looks at him and goes, "Oh yeah, someone's got a gun there. Hang on, is he gonna? Oh fuck, he's shot. Now I'll shoot him." Yeah, do you know what I mean? I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I find the whole thing really weird.
You love a conspiracy.
I've watched too much wrestling. Do you know the tackle to the floor? I reckon someone's cutting his ear. Do you know, like
checking a tablet?
Yeah, gun block. But I was like, of all the places to get hit as well.
I mean, the ear.
But the ear is one of the places where, because it's not just called damage, but no. How did it not go in his head? How did it not? Do you know, it's like clipped his ear. How is it not like caught? I don't know. It just blows my mind that kid managed to hit his ear.
Maybe that's what he's aiming for.
Imagine 100 points for ear. I love it.
Part-time piercer. Yeah, so that's what we could call.
You do know he's going to win the election now on the back of this.
Of course, it is. He was going to win it anyway.
Which is why I think it could be a like it's rigged.
Yeah.
Do you know, like it's Tim going, how can we make sure we get this over the line? I don't know. Let's do an assassination attempt, and this is the right survival of the.
What when he pushed his fist into the?
I know. Even that was all a bit weird. Like, yeah, you can't take us down.
I'm sure I heard him say, "You'll never take our freedom."
Do you know what's really funny? He lobbies for having guns, doesn't he?
Yeah.
How ironic.
Yeah. God, that would be ironic.
If you got a
He
kid.
was only 20 as well, wasn't he? Who are we to
How
judge?
was a 20-year-old got access to a gun? I know
That's
it's America. I know, but
the ban-
that's where there's something wrong with this system. Do you know what I mean? They can't drink till they're 21, but they're allowed to get a firearm.
yeah.
Can someone just explain that?
And
In England, you can't even buy a knife unless you're 21. I know you can get older knives and stuff,
You
but
can't-
you can't legally buy
you
one.
can't buy a Kinder Egg in America,
But you can buy an AK-47.
but you can buy an AK.
What a world we live in.
So that's my first thing. And my second thing is what I've noticed this week. So we've had a couple of new people start at work. You know, when you get to know people, they'll ask about certain things. And it came up in conversation the other day that me and Ellie gone to do Total Warrior. And I'd mentioned to one of my learners, and this woman was observing me. And I said, something about being on TV. And my learner was like, what do you mean you've been on TV? But I won't tell her. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't my session. It was about her. And then so she'd asked me afterwards about being on TV. And then she said, oh, yeah, but I need to know. And then I became, in 30 seconds, Jay from In Between Us. You know, like, I've done everything. And I'm starting to think, well, actually, when she was saying, oh, you know, you did this Total Warrior, I would never think of doing it like that. Somebody said you do a bit of stand-up as well. Yeah, I've done stand-up as well. And then I just started going on all this stuff, going, yeah, I've done this and this and this. And I think I live a pretty boring life, but actually I've done quite a lot.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're bragging. And I find as well, when I go places and I'm with people, I'll go, oh, I've been to that gym there, you know, because of how I'm traveling
work.
around.
Yeah.
Or there's...
And they're like, you're lucky me to a gym.
Yeah. Or
Fucking
I met somebody there. Oh, I used to go to a meeting down this road here. It was a nice cafe. And I'm like, I just sound like a right prick.
It's because you are a prick.
I'm hearing it in my own voice now.
Oh, nice.
And I'm thinking, oh, God, yeah. So I do apologise if I'm ever with anybody. You say something and I go, oh, yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Complete it, mate.
Yeah. So there's a lad that works at the gym that rides motorbikes in there. So he's talking about that.
You got, I used to be stunt driver.
I used to race minis. And this one I go, bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody believes you. But genuinely, I've no reason to lie at all. But I just sound like a prick. And I've realised that. So I'm working on.
You're not a prick, mate. Don't. You like to tell people what you've done. So it's life.
Yeah, it's not a brag. It's just, I went swimming with sharks.
Have you really?
Yeah.
When?
Last year before.
Bullshit.
I genuinely have.
Where?
At that Bear Grylls place
What Bear Grylls
in
place?
Birmingham. Have I never told you?
No.
That? Yeah.
You've met Bear Grylls?
No, he
like,
wasn't
you went
there.
on like a sparrow Bear
He wasn't
Grylls.
there. But stuff like that. And then I was thinking, like, we've done like triathlons and marathons and things like that. But that's my thing.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? We do sporting events and stuff. So I don't think that's any different. Whereas, like, somebody might say, oh, you know, like on a weekend, I don't want to stay and I want to go out and do something. I want to challenge myself and try new things. Where somebody might go, well, I'm just going to read a book. Not my thing.
No.
Or I'll just watch a film. Not really my thing. So I think he's getting out and doing stuff. It's not that bad a thing, is it? If you
No,
want to
it's
try
brilliant.
new things.
Mate, don't change. Don't you change, mate. You're a little go-getter. And you stay that way as a little go-getter. Don't let people influence you.
No, I'm not. It's just, you know, when you...
No, but you're saying I don't want to come off as a bit of big bollocks and bragger. Mate, you're not a bit of big bollocks and bragger. You're just passing on life experience. They don't like it. Get in a different room.
But if they say, like, I went fishing.
You go,
I went swimming.
exactly. You take their story and go, that's fantastic, but have you ever? Because I
I
have.
take your fishing trip.
And I'll raise it.
Yeah.
I used to go fishing.
I know. That's why I went swimming with sharks. Anyway,
We don't talk about fishing. True.
have you got anything you want to bring up before? Anything you need to get off your chest?
No.
No?
No.
Should we talk about this week?
Let's talk about this week.
We always talk about what we've done during the week.
We do.
We're going to do it slightly differently this week.
We are.
We're going to do We're going to do our week in song version.
Yeah.
I'm not singing it.
I had all intentions of singing my songs. But not, yeah, I'm going to play them. I was going to play them, but you told us that we get kicked off the...
YouTube don't like it. It's copyright if we put stuff on, so we won't do
and
it. Just mentioning music will probably...
TikTok don't like it, YouTube don't like it, Spotify don't like it.
Do you remember when YouTube contacted us and asked us about the Olympic rings, because we use the Olympic rings as a thing, and asked if we had permission to do that? So,
and we said yeah.
Yeah.
And that video's now disappeared.
Yeah, we know Mr. Olympic rings. We used a friend's song and they asked us about that, if we had permission to use that, didn't we?
I got permission for that, didn't I?
Yeah.
So let's keep that one, did they?
I think so, yeah. I think So we've got to be careful of what we do.
Always.
I'll be honest, I've sort of copped out a little bit on this.
Okay.
Because I've done my week from Thursday when this went out to today.
Well, I've done mine from Friday to today.
All right.
So, I mean, worse.
To be fair, we do most things on a weekend, don't we?
Yeah. I'm thinking straight. I was thinking, yeah, but I don't do not the rest of the week. I teach classes and go to work, and who wants to do that?
Well,
I'll start 9 to 5.
That's my Thursday. That's my Thursday.
That's not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Last Thursday, I worked a bit. I've done a bit of overtime the last few weeks. So my song is Dolly Parton, 9 to 5.
Can I have a bit of a song of...
She's working 9 to 5. I'm not listening back to this. Do you want me to go through mine?
Yeah. It's all about your week. And you can tell a bit more. Like, did you enjoy doing it? So it's not just, I did this in the podcast over. Do you enjoy doing a bit of extra work overtime?
Yeah, I do, because it's working in the gym. And I think because I do it in small bursts, it's quite nice to talk to people and have a chat with people and catch up with people I've not seen. I did an early morning shift, and I haven't done one of them for about 18 months, and there's a certain crowd in that come in. So it was nice to catch up with those. But a little bit like we did on elections. You see people that you haven't seen for ages.
Yeah.
And that was quite nice. So that was good. But I've got some other things that's a little bit more interesting. Leave it with me. Friday. So Andy stayed on Friday. So my song there is Will Smith, Just the Two of Us.
Just the two of us. Is that Will Smith? We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
I think I'm going by his version. I think there was an original version, maybe a little bit older than that. But I like Willie.
Is it Will Smith? I thought it was Buff Daddy.
Willie or Buff?
I don't know.
It's one of them. So me and Andy chilled out on Friday. What did we do on Friday? Yeah, we just had a chilled evening, and then on Saturday we had a walk uptown and that. She prayed for rain on Saturday.
What? Yeah, but when you say quite in rain anyway,
I would, because it's not acid rain.
Yeah.
So we'll go out and we'll go for a walk. So that's what we did on Saturday. We went for a walk. So Saturday was a rainy day. It was all right where we went. It sort of calmed down weather-wise by the time we got there. So I've gone for...
Go on.
What was you going to say?
It's raining, man.
No, I've gone for Have You Ever Seen the Rain? And I've gone for the Rod Stewart version, because who don't like a bit of Rod?
I like a bit of Rod. That's my guilty pleasure bit of Rod. I do quite like a bit of Rod. Have you ever seen the rain? Is it?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Have you ever seen the rain?
Oh, nice.
Coming down on a sunny day.
Sounds brilliant, babe.
We just dropped off. So that was good. It was always nice to get out. She mourns, but I genuinely think she's all right with it. I think it's just part of being. She's I call her
rebellious.
A 12-year-old teenager. That's what I call her. So I think it's part of that. Or I'm not supposed to like this. I get that there's probably elements she'd rather sit at home, but it's good route, and I've got some other plans to go walks and stuff during the summer. So that's what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I have done as well. She will, given any opportunity, she will just stay in bed for the summer. So I've sort of challenged her to learn something.
What?
Don't know yet. I wanted to do something with her time. So I've kind of left it to her, but I'm going to chase her to do something. Like Lexi's got right into crocheting, even if it's just something like that. I'd much rather be doing something with the time than just staring at a tablet or a phone for 6 weeks. And then Sunday, Aside from obviously watching the football, I did very little. So my song for Sunday is Alicia Dixon, The Boy Does Nothing.
Nice.
And partly because during that song it said, does he wash up? Does he clean up? No. I had a list of things that I wanted to do.
Didn't do any of them.
Didn't do any of them.
Didn't do
I
any.
had a lazy day. The boy did nothing on Sunday.
Nice.
I did watch football, but we're not going to talk about that because it's shit. How was your week in music?
I've had a busy week as always. So mine starts off with Kung Fu Fighting. Fast as lightning. So on Friday,
Cats were frightening.
I had the most surreal thing. So we did some work with South Yorkshire Police, and we did like VIP training. So what they was doing, they was training that if, say, the Queen or the Prime Minister, and there was like an escort service. So that what they did is they had to come the day before on the Thursday, recce the whole building, and then work out how to gain access, how to escape in emergencies, what the building dimensions look like, all this sort of thing, things that you'd expect them to be doing.
Yeah.
What they didn't do at Trump's rally, by the way. South Yorkshire Police was on way better. So because we're North Yorkshire, anywhere in South Yorkshire, their police know their cities really well, so they know how to get in and out of them really well. Whereas because they're in a different area, they had to properly do a full wreckage, because they don't know Gould, they've never really know the ins and outs of it. So on the Friday, VIP comes. It's just some woman that they've got from reception who does the VIP things for it. But all the rest of it.
Is she an actress?
She's not an actress, so she was just their receptionist. So in the office, they just say to Susie, I don't know what her name was actually, Susie, you're the VIP for the day. So she comes round. So he was pretending she was the Minister for Sport for Education.
Oh, okay.
So she was coming round. So it's like they've come to visit my site because it's a leisure centre.
That's
sort of
exactly the site that the Minister.
yeah, it wants to see what a setup we've got here. So I met her and Greta at reception, and then we went and ran a pretty much show around the thing. But they'd staged that there was going to be an attack in the building. So I was aware of this. I'd shown the person where to hide, if that makes sense. I know which room it was going to occur in. There was loads of red herrings. So the day before,
clean up then.
yeah, the day before I had all judo mats out and stuff like that. So they was thinking, oh, I better get attacked in here because obviously it's a nice country floor to get smashed on, sort of thing.
So did she know where she was going to get attacked?
So she knows nothing. The security detail know nothing. So they have advanced people that turn up beforehand. They have the people that are escorting the person, and they have a support vehicle set.
And some nutbar that's going to attack her.
And the person, and then they have the trainers. So the trainers was talking to me, give me a full insight of what's going on. Then the woman was attacker. She came like 30 minutes before they arrived. She was like ahead of the detail, even ahead of the advanced squad. So we did drop a bit of an error. They said, as soon as the advanced team see Vicky, name was Vicky. As soon as they see Vicky, they're going to know that something's not quite right. They're going to get attacked somewhere, but they don't know where it is. So they'll be on a bit extra alert if they see us sort of thing. Yeah. But me being me, I made everyone sign in, didn't I? So I signed Vicky in. So then what happened? Advanced squad came. I said, "Oh, can you sign in for us?" He's like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I went to sign in. They went, "Hey, boys, Vicky's here. She's already signed in." I was like, "Oh, brilliant!"
You just blown her cover straight away.
So there's like, "All right." So as soon as I walked down to judo mats, you should have seen everyone, like sort of go, "Oh, here we go," because
you could wrestle on.
Yeah, you could get a good tackle going if that makes sense. Then I walked back and it was all a bit like, "Oh, it's not here then," because the other red herring for it would be that there was no attack. Because it's now seen, I think it's going to happen, but actually it could happen outside in car parks, So they've done all the tour and thinking, "No, we're done now," sort of thing. And then next thing something happens. But anyway, went into the main offices, and obviously I knew it was coming, so I went in. And she's like, "Just walk them in and walk them right into this." So they're just stuck in the middle of the office, can't get nowhere. So I walked them right in, and I was like, "Oh, this is such and such office here." I was like, "Okay, you can do it. You can do it." And I was thinking, "Come on." I had nothing to say, because I'm like, "Come on, I'm waiting for this to happen." So just kick it off. And I was like, "Right, and we've got here." So I walked them even further into the office and going, "This is another office. This is one of the member staff." This is, I was thinking, what is going on here? So I was like, right, okay, maybe I'll just go back. She might have moved, if that makes sense. Because obviously I've not seen her since I set her in this thingy. And as I walked back out, she fucking jumped out the door right in front of my face. I was like, "You bastard! You Weasley!" And I was like, "Whoa!" And honestly, their reactions, because they didn't know what's going on, was unbelievable. So 2 guys detained her really quick. The other guy that was with the VIP ushered her out, took her out of the door, and the customers, obviously, apart from someone going, and screaming, didn't have a fucking clue what was going on.
Because I suppose you just needed everything to be as natural as possible.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They didn't want us to let too many people know, because then obviously the thing is, the best was, they had like guns, but they had like plastic blue guns. But obviously they would draw them if they needed to in real situation, whatever.
Yeah.
And as they were pulling him out, obviously I spilled the corridor with the VIP and the thingy. And he put his hand on his gun, he's like, you would. And he's like, get your hand off your gun. The trainer's like, get your hand off your gun. You're in a public space. And he's like, so I think I was like, wow. So that was brilliant. Kung Fu fighting. It's probably one of the best things I've done.
I was going to say, what a brilliant thing to be involved in.
And it was one of those things where I was leading up to it thinking, I don't need this. Do you know, like I've got that much going on at the moment. I'm thinking, I don't need it. And I was thinking, I can see him coming out, they'll bust out of that door. Old Doris will be there. She's knocked at the floor. I'll have a claim. I was thinking, I don't need. But actually, when it finished, I was like, that was amazing. That was actually an amazing thing to be part of and do. So we've got another one coming up in summer holidays, but it's complete different staff. So they must have different teams.
So the skeptic in me says I mean, they've got to train on scenarios, don't they?
Yeah.
But they're almost like, something's going to happen here, something's going to happen here.
So this is the other thing, right? So before they came to me, they went to a cinema in Harrogate. Nothing happened there, so I didn't know if it was going to happen there or with me.
No, but you're in that position, aren't you? So like when we do lifeguard training,
yeah,
you kind of
something's going to happen. Yeah. But it could be all like they could go suspicious, like the advanced team could like find a suspicious package, right? Call it off, stop, get her away, send her on, whatever. Yeah. And the other thing as well, they did it said there was meant to be with me, say for like I don't know, say 10:15, but they didn't arrive till 10 to maybe like 11 o'clock, whatever. They were late because what they did is they was coming down motorway and there was like road shut, we've got a blockage, whatever. So then they had to know where to come off and then how to get there, doing different routes and stuff. Yeah. So they need like plan A, B, C, and D. So if they went plan A's off, we're going plan B, but then you get down halfway down plan B. Okay, now we're going to have to go plan C. I was like, this is amazing. Yeah, I was probably loving it. And then they went to Costa's after. So like she wants to walk from mine, the spec where she wants to walk from mine to Costa's. So she did that, and they're thinking all the way down, thinking what's going to happen here. Do you know what I mean? They don't know.
Well, something else is
could happen. Yeah, but the thing is, like, nothing might happen.
Yeah.
But it's on them. Have they in their notes done enough detail to go right? Well, that could have been a potential. So what they're looking for is, well, they've marked there's 2 subways. As someone checked the subways, they'll be like, yeah, I've checked the subways, part of their detail. There's nothing there someone can't hide there. Someone can be there. We've checked all that. That's impossible. That a vehicle come from that direction and stuff.
What if something did happen for real?
They failed the job.
Just like somebody got mugged.
Yeah, but I enjoyed talking to him. Do you know, like, because obviously I was getting inside of what's going on. They said we do it because of this and we do that. And one of them said he'd been down in London all week. Do you know when for elections?
Are you allowed to release all this info?
Yeah, there's nothing. He was just down there doing for elections. He said he was on duty for elections.
I always find everybody else's job really interesting.
To be fair, I thought, because I said, how did you get into this? Have you like because I was thinking because they are the firearm specialists, and then they're like not counter-terrorism, but it's like security really.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you serve to do this? And he was like, no, I just became a police officer, specialised in firearms, and then I specialised in.
Now we role play all day.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, your job's brilliant.
Yeah.
Can I do it?
That's what I mean. Everybody else's job is really good.
Thing is that I don't want to do the 2 years on the beat, 2 years in fire. I just want to go straight from now to your job.
You just want to go straight into Amazon.
And one of them from goal. So it was one of those things where I didn't recognise him, but after someone said, thingy yesterday was from goal. And I was like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? And then one of my customers recognised him and was like, I know you. I was like, weird. So, but anyway, that's Kung Fu fighting.
Kung Fu fighting.
Then Friday night, I come from a land down under. I got the wrong cricket. So we had cricket Friday night, plenty of beers. I've got to do it. So we're on for winning the league. Noah's team were on for winning the league.
All right.
So we had a game tonight. We needed to win. We've got a game on Thursday, and then we play top of the league in the final game on Friday. So if we win Thursday, we're going to a shoot-off between the top of the league for the league on Friday.
How to shoot off now? It's all banned.
No. So I'm looking forward to that, to be fair. Friday night could be a nice little celebration. And then...
Or commiseration.
Yeah.
Either these beers will happen.
Saturday night... Saturday night... Wigfield, yeah. Went to a party on Saturday night, one of Amy's friends' birthdays. So went down to Cricket Club, plenty of drinking. And then Sunday, another one bites the dust. England lost. got to be done. Enjoyed that. Watched most games at pub this tournament, to be fair. So, pretty good.
I'll be honest, I'm glad it's over. And I don't really know why. I feel like a right party pooper about it, but I'm just sort of glad it's done and over. It just feels like it's dragged on and on and on for weeks. And I've never had this with a.
It's been weeks,
I know, but
mate.
I've never had this with a tournament before. It's been
Oh,
4 weeks.
shut your mouth. We've done really well. I'm
That's
so
what I'm
proud of
saying.
Sir Gareth.
I'm
Soon to
looking
be.
forward to Olympics. Olympics on.
I love this year because we have the football tournament, we have Wimbledon, we have the Olympics.
Nobody give a shit about Wimbledon this year.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed bits and bits. I watched Alcaraz smash Djokovic
See what's
3
the final.
sets. No, I watched some build again for out of it. I was an armchair fan in and out of it. Do you know what I mean?
It seems bigger normally, but
Is that because Murray's not playing? And Murray
I
played in
think-
doubles,
I think-
didn't he?
yeah,
He played
I
in with his brother in that in doubles.
on it first round, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
Pegged out because
Still playing.
and Rodicano. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. If you've got somebody that's in it, I think the country's more invested, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like the tournament, the football. If we'd gone out at the group stage like we should have done, nobody would care about the rest
Don't
of
go
it.
out of group stage. We just somehow got lucky every game after. But can I be what's in front of you?
You can. Tis true. Tis true. What else is coming up?
That's a lot. You've got
That's
Olympics, Euros, Wimbledon.
And then footy season restarts.
Yeah. I can't know how quick that is. It's only like 3 or 4 weeks when we start again. Do you know what? On Sunday, I was waiting to go to a pub to watch England. And I felt like I was doing jobs around the house. Normally, when I do jobs around the house, I've got radio in my ear, listening to the Premier League or something. And I was like, do you know, you're like thinking, something's not quite right here. And then I realised what it was. I was like, there's no football to listen to.
Yeah, Saturdays are hard, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're not just flicking on seeing results,
Yeah.
match at day and all stuff like that. So they're a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I've got Baby, Can You Drive My Car? By Beatles. Let's get a new car.
I thought you got kids driving. I'm pissed. But you're gonna have to drive me home.
Yeah, I think I bought a lemon.
Oh no!
So it wouldn't start this morning.
Fuck.
So won't start. I've got it going. I've come in it tonight, but it's a bit of a bad starter. But when I tested it, and I tested it twice, wasn't a bad start. It started first time every time. Drives nice when I'm going.
It's such a. We've said this
But-
before, haven't we? Buying a car is such a
nightmare.
nightmare. You could buy a brand new car.
Oh yeah. I'm not. There's nothing I can do about it. Do you know what I mean? I bought it as face value. It looked all right for the money I'd paid for. Because I paid for, next to nothing for what it is. If that makes sense. I paid a lot in one aspect,
You
but
still
then
have rights as a
for a car.
consumer, though.
yeah, but I bought it from like not from Joe Blog, but might as well be. So it's a garage, but not
Yeah. You
No
still have
warranty.
Consumer rights.
no warranty and stuff like that.
No, but if it's not right in what have you had it 24 hours?
No, about 40. Yeah.
Yeah, you will. You've got.
So,
you've
but
got
I'm going to take it to mate and get him to stick it on the doodah for like 60 quid and see if it, because I think it could be the glow plugs. For not, because it runs really, once it goes, it runs really nice. It sounds all right.
Yeah,
So it could be
you are
just,
well within your rights to, even if it, regardless of solder seed, it shouldn't break within 24 hours, 48 hours.
but if I bought it off you, then I ain't got consumer rights, have I?
Yeah.
Have you really? You buy it off just off random
'cause
person?
You've got I don't think it's called consumer rights, but you have got purchasing rights that if it's not right, you can send it back within a certain time frame. I'm not saying you keep it 2 years and then go to shit.
Yeah.
But within that time frame, it's like your cooling off period.
I didn't
And
think,
from a garage as well, they've got to give you some sort of not a guarantee, but a
yeah. When we say garage,
no. But if you think, well, I've seen stuff on TV before where people have taken people to court because the car's broke and they've refused to give them it back.
right.
So there is stuff out there. Search on the internet.
Yeah, well done.
I'm no
Yeah,
expert. I'm not.
it's one of those things where I bought it from a guy who flips and sells cars.
Yeah.
I get the gist. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna see if it gets any worse or cures itself. Because apparently cars can fix themselves. Never heard that. And then just to top my whole weekend off, I've got Money by Pink Floyd because I have fucking spent loads this weekend.
Yeah. And do you know what? I'm skint as well, and I was thinking, fuck, it's still like 2.5 weeks to birthday.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like, I don't know. This weekend I just seem to have gone. What? What, you want some?
I had a sauce sandwich for my tea. That's how times
I had
are.
sauce out of the packet for my tea.
You have packet sauce?
You've stolen them. I'm saying McDonald's, my head under scoop of that.
I'll be filling a jar up.
Yeah, so that's my week in a thing.
What a lovely week it's been. Let's do this again next week.
Let's do it next week.
I will see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, my
Thanks,
friend.
Mike.
Stay safe.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you have provided us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.